All right, let's dive right in. Okay, so we had the NBA All-Star Game. If you guys caught the NBA special episode, myself and Jamaica Gary, we kind of talked about the format. We both liked the world team winning. That didn't happen. The U.S. actually pulled it out. They had two different teams. So we had three. What they did with this new format, just to break it down really quick, they had three different teams. You had the USA Stars, the USA Stripes, and then you had a world team. The USA Stars were kind of like the younger generation of the NBA, looking to kind of take over for the older guys in the league. And then you had the USA Stripes, who were the older OGs of the league, like your LeBrons, your KDs, those guys kind of over the 6-year kind of mark, I would say, kind of around that frame. So overall, I thought the competition was great. Victor Wembanyama, I'm not really a big fan of his. I haven't really got on that bandwagon just yet, but he did I'm not going to lie, he did set the tone for the game. He was out there trying, he was out there hustling, and he got everyone else on board with the game. So the games actually all turned out good. The first, it was World versus Stars on the first game. I think the Stars won, so they ended up playing the Stripes. The only thing bad I would say about this format was that the Stars ended up having to play like 3 games in a row, and those are like the OGs of the league. So they kind of ran out of gas at the end playing the Stars team at the end of the game, and Stars really smacked them around, and they ended up taking this new All-Star game format. So it was the USA Stars that had won. Ant-Man got MVP, Anthony Edwards. And, you hear a lot, all of a sudden, it's all about this buzz about after the game. It's like, who's the face of the league? Who's the face of the league? Is it Wemby? Is it Ant-Man? Who's going to be the new face of the league? And it's like, you know what? Maybe there doesn't need to be one face. The NBA is all about players. It's all about talent. So maybe there doesn't need to be one face. Maybe it could be multiple players, or maybe just it's a whole league, all around. Why does it have to be one guy? You necessarily don't hold football to that kind of standards, even though, you got Mahomes, who's a really popular player. But football is more about just the brand and the game. So maybe they just need to readjust their marketing and not just make it about one guy in the NBA, but maybe market the whole league as a whole. And, you got some good talent around the NBA, even on these crummier teams. You got some great players. So maybe they need to just market the league more and just advertise all the great players. It doesn't need to be one face in my perspective and in my opinion. But if it were to be one face, I think Ant-Man is taking that echelon over Wemby. I think Wemby's a little too young still. And obviously being a foreign player, not knocking the foreign players because there's plenty of them in the league right now. But I always think it's going to be an American that's going to have to be the face of the league, essentially. So if it's going to be anyone, I don't mind Ant-Man. I think he's a great player. He's a baller. He's a hustler. No rings under the belt yet, but he's in a stiff competition. He's playing really good teams. And I hope he's able to do like what Giannis did and to stick it out with the T-Wolves. And maybe they can put a season together where they can get a championship, kind of like how Giannis did with the Bucks. So that was our NBA All-Star game. I really liked the format. I thought it was a great idea. Hopefully, next year it carries on over. The rest of the activities for the All-Star game, I didn't really catch up too much on it. I'm not too interested in the dunk contest. I did see Dame won the 3-point contest, and he's not even playing. So that was pretty funny to me. But he's trying to recruit Clay, Steph, and Devin Booker for next year's 3-point contest. So I think that would be a great one as well. All right.